to cleanse the community.
You wouldn't want to be the old man out in the street. Touch my family and I'll kill you.
Belfast in the 1960s was a city caught up in conflict and revolution. It was a tough place for a kid to grow up. Writer-director Kenneth Branagh should know that was his home.
How could I leave Belfast? Everybody likes them and everybody looks after them.
Hello, Kenneth. How are you today?
I'm good, David. How's yourself?
I am doing great. Loved your movie. Saw it with my wife, and we are just crazy for it.
Thank you.
It was fantastic. So this movie is very personal for you, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's about a period in my life when something happened that really changed my life forever. And after decades, I knew that I wanted to go back and explore it and try and find out, try and shake hands with that 9-year-old version of me, and also try and understand a little about what my parents went through to make a very difficult decision.
Do you think me and that girl have a future?
Well, why the heck not?
You know, she's a Catholic.
Here's a kid wishing for the impossible to work, but there's no way to alter that environment.
Oh, it's such a beautiful way to put it, actually. You know, that longing, that poignancy about understanding that you're going to have to lose some things, an identity or a home or a city, or lose the idea that things go on forever. Loss and coping with it through humor and through compassion is part of what it's all about.
Was that our side that done all that?
There is no our side and their side in our street. Well, there didn't used to be anyway.
You started directing very early in your career. You know, a lot of guys don't do that. And, you know, your desire to be a storyteller, you think that came out of, well, just wanting to change or adjust the reality that you were introduced to in the world?
I think 100%, David, you know, and I think that this film illustrates the beginning of that process. I'm looking at Westerns, trying to see whether there's a way to understand the life I'm in by looking at the good guys and the bad guys there and hoping there's a good outcome, because I've got a girl I'm after and it ain't going so well. And I've got a father who's being pursued by the bad guys, and, you know, and a ma who's having to hold it all together for all of us. And, you know, you're looking to stories to try and find a way to make it all work out.
Well, thank you for this little gift called Belfast, man. We really enjoyed it.
Thanks, David. Thank you very much. Good to talk to you.
Be good, son. If you can't be good.
And if you can't be good, be careful.
Yeah, just imagine going back in your own life and you're going to tell your own story in a way that now you're 60 years old and you look back with a different perspective of who you were, what your family was, what it was like growing up, and you got this fantastic movie, and in black and white.
That requires you to really search down in your soul and maybe confront things that you know are difficult to do. So it's kudos to him for doing that. And you said he's 60?
He's 60, yeah.
He does not look 60. He looks great.
Yeah, he looks great. And this guy, you know, I first met him in the late 80s, Henry V. He was married to Emma Thompson. And he wrote and directed that movie also. That was one of his very first movies. But he's been in a ton of movies. If you saw Tenet recently, he's in that. And he's just been in a whole bunch of stuff. Judi Dench is in this movie. It is fantastic. And they're already saying, like, it could set the record for Oscar nominations or wins. Now, to me, that's hard to believe because I know some movies have so many, you know, Titanic, Ben-Hur, those kind of movies. So, you know, that's high praise for this movie. And, you know, the pandemic ruined movies last year, so we didn't see a lot of movies. So this year, it's movie season right now, November, December, when you see the good ones. And so we're sort of making up for 2 years. Good time to go to the movie. So
I need to see it now after all of that.
Yeah.
I need to go and see